game Coup, and it is for players 2 to 6, 13 and up, and it's about a 15-minute game, so it's a very fast-playing game. It consists of a stack of coins, and then a deck of cards, and then these different cards that tell you how to play the game. Tell you what each action does and how each of them work. So I'm going to show you a few of the cards and what they mean. So when it's a player's turn, they can do various actions, and it's located on the card right here. So there's an income action, which allows them to just take 1 coin. Or they can claim foreign aid, which allows them to take 2 coins. The only thing that can stop the 1 coin is nothing. So if a player decides to take 1 coin, nobody can do anything about it. But if they decide to take 2 coins, someone who claims that they have the Duke, and when I say claims, a player has 2 cards face down in front of them, they may or may not have the card that they are claiming to be. And the only way to counteract it is to challenge it. If you challenge them, then they have to either withdraw their claim or they have to show their card. So foreign aid allows you the action to take 2 coins. Another option is a coup. If you have 7 coins, you would pay those 7 coins in and you would do a coup. Now, say I only have 2 coins now, that doesn't work until I do a few more things to get more coins. Now, if a player has collected 10 coins, you can't have more than 10 coins. You have to do a coup at that point on the next round. You're not allowed to have more than 10 coins in your hand, and then you're forced, once you have 10, to do a coup the very next time. So another option is you could say that you're the Duke, and if you are the Duke, then you would get to collect 3 coins. So if I had 2 already, I'd be up to 5. So that's how a Duke works. Now, another effect is if you are the Duke and someone says, I'm going to do the action of foreign aid. If you are the Duke, you can say, I block that. I'm the Duke, I block that, and that makes that person have to put their 2 coins back, and they basically lose that turn. Or they have to challenge and say, I challenge that you're the Duke, and then that person has to prove it. The Duke, this is what the Duke card looks like. So if you were the Duke, then you would, and they challenged you, this is the card that you would have to show, is this the Duke's card. So see here, you have the income for 1 coin. The foreign aid allows you to collect 2 coins. The coup allows you to assassin someone when you have 10 coins, or when you have 7 coins, and if you have 10 coins, you're required to assassin. And what you do is you choose any player to lose an influence card. So they have the 2 cards in front of them, and you just say, I'm doing a coup, and you pay your 7 coins in, and you have them lose one of their influence cards. So the Duke, he does that action of tax, and so he takes 3 coins, or he blocks the foreign aid. When someone wants to do 2 coins, he blocks it. Now, the assassin, she only has to pay, instead of 7 coins to assassin someone, she only has to pay 3. So in the coup, you can't do anything to block it. There's no blocking it at all. But in an assassin, you can block it with, if a person claims to have the Contessa, and they don't actually have to have it, they just have to say, I have the Contessa, because it'll be face down. And that person then can lose their 3 coins because that was their turn. But they can choose to withdraw the assassination, or they can say, I challenge that you have the Contessa. And at that point, then you would have to show the Contessa. If you don't have the Contessa, then you would actually be out of the game, because you would lose one of your 2 cards because it was being assassined. And then, if you are wrong, then you would lose the other card for not having the Contessa. But in this case, my 2 random cards I just drew, one of them had the Contessa. So if you have to show that you have the Contessa, or any card that you are challenged and you show them, you always will return that card that you showed back to the deck, and you will shuffle them in and then deal out a card to replace it, so that you always have a mystery hand that nobody knows exactly what you have. So that's how the assassin works. The next card is the Ambassador. And how the Ambassador, it can exchange 2 cards from the deck. So you would take 2 cards from the deck and you would include your 2 cards that were in front of you. Say these were my 2 cards in front of me. I would pick all 4 of them up. I would choose which 2 I wanted to keep, and then I would randomly shuffle back in the 2 I didn't want to keep. All right. So now the next one on ours is, after the Ambassador, is Captain. The way Captain works is it allows a player to steal 2 coins from any other player. The other thing that the Ambassador and the Captain do is, if someone is stealing your coins, so if someone plays the Captain, then you could say, I have the Captain, and you can block them from stealing. Or you can say, I have the Ambassador, and you can block them from stealing. So both of these cards blocks people from stealing your cards. Now the last card that we have is, I already showed you her, the Contessa. She has no action. Only thing she does is she blocks the assassin. So that is how everything is played. Coups cannot be blocked, but assassins can be. And you will go around, and each time you'll do one of these actions right here. That's in this first one. And the effect will happen what's here. And if someone claims to have one of these cards, these are the 4 cards that can block. So the Duke can block getting foreign aid. The Assassin and the Captain can block stealing of coins from another player, and the Contessa can block an assassination. So it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy. It goes really quick. It's a game of bluffing. You can actually have those cards in front of you, or you cannot. And so it's pretty easy to play. So hope you watch our video where we have a sample gameplay. It gives you a little idea of how the game is played. And I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks.